Good evening, everybody. It's Sunday evening. We just got back from church, and it's 9:25 p.m. now. Sister Julie got a word right in the middle of the service. The guy, the pastor's name is Pastor Joel Sims. He's in Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken. He's a pastor / prophet. Very good, very genuine, very kind, humble, loves to meet people. I went up and spoke to him later. I'll talk about that in a moment. But Sister Julie got a word, and he didn't specify who it was for. He looked at her, but there was a woman in front of her who I think she thought it was for her. But Sister Julie was impacted by it, and we know it was for her. And he told her that later. He said, yeah, the word was for you, and thank you for receiving it, because I couldn't go on my message until you heard that word. So I thanked him for what he was doing. And then Brother Grayson was there with me. He got a word. He went up and got prayer. And then I said, there's something I want to step into. Can you pray for me? And he prayed for me, and he nailed the three things. I mean, there are many things that I want from God, but three of the main things that I really want, he nailed all 3 points. I didn't tell him anything. I just said, there's something I want to step into. Maybe just pray for me really quickly and see what God has to say. And it was pretty brief, 1 or 2 minutes long, but he nailed the 3 major points. So I'm going to receive that and just keep pressing into the Lord, because I would love to be walking even more powerfully in those 3 gifts that God gives to his people. So it was a good service this morning. He preached this morning, and both times I learned some amazing things in both services, and I'm sure it'll come out in some of my preaching or teaching in the future, and I'll give reference to it when I do. All right, I want to finish this tonight, so I got more than one video to go, but this is the 28th of January. It's called When Dark Clouds Gather. We're going to go to Colossians chapter 4, but the 26th verse in Job 36 says, how great is God beyond our understanding. The number of his years is past finding out. So go to Colossians 4, 2 through 10. Colossians 4, 2 through 10. This is going to be the Voice Bible. All right, Colossians 4, 2 through 10. Here it is. This is what it says. Pray and keep praying. Be alert and thankful when you pray, and while you are at it, add us to your prayers. Pray that God would open doors and windows and minds and eyes and hearts for the word, so we can go on telling the mystery of the anointed. For this is exactly why I'm currently imprisoned. Pray that I will proclaim this message clearly and fearlessly as I should. Be wise when you engage with those outside the faith community. Make the most of every moment and every encounter. When you speak the word, speak it gracefully, as if seasoned with salt, so you will know how to respond to everyone rightly. I am sending this letter by Tychicus and Onesimus. There's different pronunciations of the Greek name, so if I butchered it, it's okay. Some people say Onesimus. Some might say Onesimus. Both dear brothers, Tychicus has been a faithful minister and fellow servant in the Lord. He will update you on me and my situation here, and he will no doubt be an encouragement to you. Onesimus is one of you, and he too has been faithful. You will get the whole story from him or from them. My cellmate, Aristarchus, sends his love, as does Mark, Barnabas' cousin. You've been sent instructions about him, so if he comes to you, welcome him. Let me just read another verse. Jesus, also called Justus, also sends greetings. These are the only workers in God's kingdom here who are of circumcision, and they are a great comfort to me. Paul needed comfort, believe me. He was a man who went through many trials and tribulations. Terrible stuff. When dark clouds gather. The author says, one of the biggest stumbling blocks in spiritual development is having limited perception of God. When adversity strikes, you do not call upon his wisdom, serenity, omnipotence, and power, even though he has placed these qualities at your disposal. Unless you remind yourself constantly of the unlimited resources that God has placed at your disposal, and unless you make regular use of them in times of need and distress, you will discover that your trials and tribulations are always greater than your God. Be determined to grow in your perception of the greatness of God, as well as of all the means of grace that He has placed at your disposal, through which you can get to know Him more intimately. Then, when the storms of life erupt, which will happen without a doubt, you will have a spiritual reserve, enabling you to keep your footing regardless of how difficult the moment may be. When you have been united with the great God, you will find that in times of temptation He will give you strength, that your faith is not merely a question of emotion, but seeing the power of God. He assures you of His presence even in your times of indifference. Know that God is great, and you will have great faith. I like that. Amen. All right. At the bottom of the page, here's what it says. Lord, I am speechless when I behold the wonders of your creation. You are miraculous in your greatness, and I want to sing your praises all my life. Amen. All right, so we got us a little bit of a statement there in a prayer. All right. I will let you guys go. Appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you for being here with me. I'll see you in the next Living in the Power of God devotional. Have a great week.